The next leg of saxophone boot camp is volume swells. Here's a trick question. What does crescendo mean? Everybody says, oh, it means to get louder. No! It ends up louder, but what is the beginning? Crescendo means to start from less. Because if you start at forte and you're just going to double forte, that's not much of a difference. If you start at double forte, where are you going to crescendo to? Explosion, right? So crescendo means to start from less. Volume swells are a way to make your dynamics have some life to them and be under your control. We're going to use the same notes as the long tones, and we're going to swell from as soft as you can to as loud as you can to as soft as you can. It's a hairpin, like this, on a low G. Here's a couple of tips. For triple piano, I like to call it the glow. It's like a sunrise. Has the sun risen yet over there? There's just the glow on the sun. When people are listening to it, it's like, is that a note? Is it not a note? Now that's triple piano. I hope that came over the internet because that's a pretty cool sound. Saxophone players and clarinet players can get away with this really, really well. It's the glow. Here's another tip. Less is less and more is more. When you start your piano, your triple piano, pianissimo, take much less mouthpiece. Now I'm going to over-exaggerate, but I'm going to take this much for piano and this much for forte. Oh, I'll tell you why in a minute, but watch. I'm going to over-exaggerate. Less is less, more is more. Reason being, if you stay the same, listen to what happens to your pitch. First of all, you don't get nearly the control and you can't get that glow. Second of all, when you go very forte, it goes flat, which is not what you want. You want it to maintain the same pitch level the entire time. There is such a difference between doing a volume swell on a low G, even to a high G. You will need to find the less is less, more is more trick for every single range of the horn, which is why I say do it on the long tones, because the long tones are listed in a way to sample, it's a representative sampling, of every single spot on the horn. Low G is one world, low D is a whole other world, low B flat is an entirely different planet. High F, a different solar system. So as you go through your volume swells, here's your low D. My glow on the low D was twice as much mouthpiece, it felt like, as just a low G, and that's only a fourth away. When I say twice as much, I'm talking, and like I said, I over-exaggerated so much. It's the difference of a flea's eyelash. In the microscopic world of your mouth, the less is less, more is more thing, no one should see it coming in and out of your mouth. Please don't get that idea. But find the tiny little difference. I mean, you know, the tip of a fly's wing. That's all the difference it's going to be. At any rate, volume swells are a great way for you to be able to control your horn. There was a local symphony musician who was a great flute player, and in a lecture once I heard, he said that you should be able to play triple piano, staccato 16th notes on any range of your horn. That means as a saxophone player, you should be able to play triple piano, staccato 16th notes everywhere from low B flat to high F. Well, we're not going to put all that together, but you should be able to play triple piano on every range of your horn. You should also be able to play forte, while double forte, fortissimo, without sounding like yuck on every range of your horn. The volume swells are the way to do it. Okay, just to recap volume swells, take every note from the long tones, which are of course shaped perfectly, and take less mouthpiece for triple piano, crescendo, take more for triple forte, and then all the way down to the glow again at triple piano. In, out, in. Tiny, tiny little. No one should see it. You know what? I'll do it once without. You watch. You're not going to see it. Watch. I exaggerated before. Did you see it? If you saw it, I'll give you a nickel. Now, I'm kidding. You didn't see it because it's impossible to see. But it feels like it. So to you, it's going to feel like it. When you take in more and take in less, it's going to feel like it, but no one will see it. Less is less. More is more. Volume swells. Great way to work on the control for your horn. Volume swells.